mostly used to the Nidalee, Maokai, and the occasional Gragas here and there, and the Alistair as well. But it should be interesting to see.
Definitely will, and it's going to give them a nice frontline tank as well for Ricky Raccoon. Of course, having that 70% damage reduction all ult round now for that Alistair, then Rackable definitely can turn the team fights. On the other hand, there's a lot of displacement coming out here on the top side. I mean, you're going to have the explosive cask, of course, and the sheer amount of disengage from the Stranglethorns.
Yeah, it's going to be very hard for Kha'Zix and a Shyvana to dive in. If the Zyra can place her Stranglethorns correctly, you can, even if it's timed right, you could stop the Shyvana Dragon ulti into the middle of the team, which would cause a lot of problems because they don't have that much in terms of engage. They could use the Alistair, but then they don't really leave any peel for the Tristana, which could be quite a problem depending on if the Zyra roots and the cast can get to her.
Yeah. So here we go. We're going to be jumping into this game. It's going to be Ascendant on the left-hand side as our blue team. That's Prawnstar on the Maokai, Chanimol with our Zyra, Rigid on the Gragas, Cage with the Malzahar and Steam Pulse on the Lucian. Looks like they're going deep for some wards. See how they go for this one. They may get caught out.
I think they're just trying to scout out level 1, just get some wards, see if there's going to be a lane swap. Would be pretty reasonable considering the Lucian Zyra bot lane, an incredibly strong bot lane. A lot of burst early, level 2, level 3.
We may see a bit of fun coming out here. Prawnstar has been scouted. We may see the engage coming out here. No, just double wards over the Tri-Brush. They're fully stacked up the top here, and we'll just read out hello.
Yeah, sure thing. We have Connox in the top lane playing Shyvana, Layrax as Kha'Zix jungle, Wulbo007 as Syndra, BTK as Tristana, and Ricky Raccoon as Alistair support.
Indeed, so no deep wards coming out here for hello. They've really been playing on the defensive, and man, there's rotation coming out here from Ascendant. They're just all over the map. They just want as many wards down as possible.
I think they're trying to make something level 1 happen. The Grasping Roots from Zyra could potentially kill someone.
Definitely will.
A nice little piercing light coming out from Lucian there.
Yeah, a little bit of a combo. They really do want this blue buff from the looks of things, and they may be able to steal this one away. It's going to be started, and we'll see the contestant. No, Larix is just going to back off from the looks of things. He's going to go to his red buff and hopefully look to take away the blue of Ascendant.
I think this is pretty uncontested, pretty free, won't be touched. I don't know if Layrax is planning to go for a blue invade. Ascendant has warded that, so they will know if that happens, and Rigid will know that Kha'Zix. Layrax getting actually very low. I don't think he can go for the blue invade on that.
Yeah,
health.
that's exactly right. Because of the timing that we saw coming out there from Ascendant, Larix got taken very, very low. He had absolutely no help with that red. And as a Kha'Zix, I mean, you can get bursted by those camps pretty fast. He may just look for the level 2 gank top, though.
Unless he's trying. This is risky.
He's going to go for the blue, but he's got to be careful just because of the collapse potential coming out.
And Prawnstar is here, and he will see it. Layrax is actually wasting a lot of time here. Rigid is walking down, does see the Layrax.
He's going to be jumping on him there as well. The body slam and the barrel. Not quite going to be enough there. Rigid not quite having the level 3. Drunken Rage proc might have been enough there, but Larix definitely going to be forced off, and Kha'Zix not having a fun time early.
Yeah, Kha'Zix is historically a jungler that if you can't snowball, if you can't get kills early and keep your lead, you do start to become useless and you do start to fall off, because very much like a Talon, if you can get kills early, you become a monster. If not, you just kind of have to wait to farm up, and that's very hard to do as a jungler. This Kha'Zix, despite technically being a counter to the Maokai jungle, because you can bully him, has actually been countered himself due to the blue buff invade.
Yeah, Rigid will be absolutely burning through his mana pool up the top there. Simple and BTK looking for a little bit more poke onto each other, and there is the Zyra poke indeed coming out from Chanimol. Getting out a fair amount of it, actually moving into a supporting role this time. They really do swap their roles around to Ascendant. Ricky Raccoon really hasn't looked for anything too aggressive yet. No pulverized headbutt combo can be quite difficult, especially with Steam Pulse having the Relentless Pursuit available.
I think Ricky Raccoon is a bit worried about the turn of the Zyra Lucian, because they could potentially just either turn on him and try burst him down, or they could, if BTK is in a really bad position, they could just Grasping Roots, Piercing Light, double shot, and that could kill or even drop BTK way too low to stay in the lane. And I think that's what's scaring him out.
Yeah, definitely is a lot of burst potential there. Rigid deciding to back early, and of course the issue with backing that early and burning through your mana pool, he didn't have the teleport, so we'll miss out on a fair few CS. Gives Connex a little bit of free farm up the top.
Is at the same level as Connex, and does also have the wave pushing towards him, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem, but does give Connex a little bit of time to get back into the game.
Does indeed. So pretty slow starts here. Larynx, because he got taken behind, and Prawnstar, really, he's trying to burn through the camps as much as possible still. He's got those double buffs up, did burn through his mana quite substantially though, so we'll hopefully be looking for a gank soon. Definitely put some pressure on that Maokai early, and he's actually, I've looked for a deep water and invade. I'm hoping he's just warding, because one does not simply invade a Kha'Zix.
I think Prawnstar is trying to figure out where he's going. Oh, top lane.
Oh, Rigid actually does miss the body slam there. He could definitely be in trouble, but Prawnstar is going to come around, gets the safety, but Rigid does take a fair bit of damage.
I think Connex just realized that even if there is a gank coming, Rigid on that Gragas was just way too low, and at worst it could be a 1-for-1. So I think if Rigid wants to get a gank up top, he's going to have to get healed up. Maybe, I don't think you should back again, or it's just gonna give way too much away, but at the same time you might need to.
We may see some action here in this top lane here. Larynx sticking around in the side bush. He's looking to make something happen. Rigid is playing quite safe though, and looking towards the mid lane. Here comes the Netherite. It's going down. Excellent CC combination there from Prawnstar. Ignite goes down as well onto Wilbro. He stood in that pool for way too long. Gonna take an awesome amount of damage. Turns it around though. Hits that level 6 just in time. Unleashed power. Too many balls on the field. Cage gets taken down, but I do think he managed to pick up the first blood.
He actually did manage to get the first blood. Actually, no, that's not true. I believe Prawnstar got it on Maokai.
Okay, yeah,
Wilbo,
he did. Yeah,
yeah, and then Wilbo got it on... But technically, Wilbo comes ahead of that because Cage didn't get a kill and only an assist, but Wilbo got the kill.
Definitely was a pretty awesome fight there, and well played Wilbur to be able to turn that one around. He was CC'd for so long, still managed to get enough damage down onto Cage, throw that ignite down. Did end up being enough, so still 1 kill for 1 here. Bottom lane did end up backing. See what they do come back with here. Brutalizer for Steam Pulse, so probably going for that early Yamumu's, but it's an interesting build to say the least.
Yeah, definitely. You don't often see you usually see a Blade of the Ruined King into Yumu's on Lucian, where CDR boots whenever you want it. The Blade of the Ruined King gives you a lot of dual potential. Arax actually might die to this. I think he has to give it up. I'm not sure.
We watched Larynx's fight against the red buff. Red buff strikes. The leap in.
God.
Larynx, can he get the last shot? Yes, he can. Takes down the red buff.
That was too close.
I believe in Larynx, man. He knew he could take that red buff.
That was too close for comfort.
It was for sure. He knew what he was doing. I bet he did. It was very, very close though. Ricky Raccoon. Oh, BTK actually does get jumped on here. Steam Pulse going to the full combo. Forces BTK to actually back away from this one. Had to rocket jump away. Steam Pulse very, very close to having the culling available. Our bottom lane has to be careful.
You start to see the CS lead bot lane now. Steam Pulse is on a 67 CS, 68, whereas BTK I should say, is only on a 32 CS. So at this point, Steam Pulse is actually has basically double the Tristana's farm, and that's quite a problem due to Tristana's weak mid game. Sorry, with the Brutalizer as well on Lucian. I feel that Tristana only having a dagger and a Brawler's Glove, they're gonna need help, but they don't really have much to do it. Maybe Wilbur could roam, I'm not sure.
Yeah, for sure. He really wants that Pulverize. I mean, he's been running in for it several times.
Does have
FB, Facebook has been gotten rid of. The application sounds should have been off. For some reason, they've turned themselves back on again. It has been fixed, we promise. It's gone away now. Prawnstar will be clearing out that pink ward, though. got scouted. Not happy about that, but we'll be clearing away the ward at least. Lax, he looked down to the bottom lane, was scouted out though. I really do like the ward coverage coming out here from Ascendant. It's pretty damn fantastic. They're just seeing all of Prawnstar's move. Prawnstar is actually going to be looking towards the mid lane. Doesn't find anything though.
He's just walking to go cover. They are going to invade this red buff.
Larix is actually going to collapse upon now. He was looking for the steal. I don't think he's going to be able to get it though. They don't actually catch him out in time. Does pop the ultimate, but Prawnstar says hello, and the flash has to be burned from Larix. Does get away from that one. It was a nice try. Had to burn a lot though to get out of that.
Layrax saw Prawnstar top and assumed that he had the time to go steal the red buff, but hesitated or stalled or whatever reason, didn't go in straight away, and because of that had to burn his ultimate and his flash. And at this point, when you, as Kha'Zix, if you don't have ultimate and you haven't evolved wings, which I believe he hasn't, your ganking potential is pretty bad.
Quite difficult here. See a bit of burst potential coming in here. Prawnstar is going to be walking in here. Ricky Raccoon does get the pulverize though. That's going to be enough, and a very, very deep dive there from Prawnstar. Flash away, chain ball. Everyone's going to be flashing in here. The Stranglethorn does miss off the side. Street Pulse. He's under the tower, taking way too much damage. Can he get a kill? Yes, he can. The tower aggro juggling, absolutely fantastic. Ricky Raccoon goes down. Double kill there for Steam Pulse. Fantastic play from Ascendant.
Oh my god, that was perfectly played. Steam Pulse should have gone down there, but because of the tower aggro juggling, because they played it well, they managed to get Steam Pulse staying alive, gets him the double, and they may transition this into a dragon.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to as well. They're a little bit low, but should be fine for this one. Larix, he may move down. Has the smite available as well, but it might be too late. Balls are coming out, though. Chanimol, they're going to try and force them off this one. The Prawnstar, he's going to try and get the smite. Can he get it? Yes, he can. Smites it down. Not going to get collapsed upon. He's going to be fine. Walks away. Hello decide to give up the dragon.
I don't think there was anything they could do. Maybe if Wilbo could land a stun onto Steam Pulse, considering the unleash power, could have killed him and scared off the rest of the team, but did miss that stun. That's why you saw Steam Pulse walking back there. But yeah, I believe that Ascended, what is their goal lead? 3.5k
yeah,
pretty much.
It's pretty substantial there, and that really is all in those couple of kills. It's in that dragon. They're playing this one very, very nicely. We did, of course, see Larix evolve those racks. He does want that camp clear.
Yeah,
his standard choice there.
It's slow as well. Kha'Zix these days do like to evolve W and max it as well. After the Kha'Zix changes where his Q basically was only useful when the target was isolated, your Q's damage is very, very situational, and the evolved W, the evolved Void Spikes are just much more reliable. And
it looks like Larix is going to be going deep here though. Steam Pulse forced to relay the pursuit away. Does blow the culling. Larix getting a little bit too big for his britches. Can't quite assassinate this early. Really doesn't have the items that he needs for this one, but it will be just a massive fight here over the tower. We've got a bit of a flank on the side here though. Connex is off there. Doesn't actually find anything. Ricky Raccoon, he gets a nice headbutt there onto Prawnstar. Prawnstar forced to flash away from this one. There's a jump out as well. Dragon's sending in from the backlines here for Connex. Steam Pulse gets caught out of position there. Unleashed power does go down there. The chase continues here for Hello. They want to be onto this one. Stranglethorns for the disengage. It might not be enough though. Connex is getting taken down. Ricky Raccoon is low. Engage, he's trying to put down more damage. He just can't try and get it though. Double kill for Riggin, managing to take out BTK, and the fight goes over to Ascendant.
Hello thought they had that fight because they immediately took out Steam Pulse on that Lucian. The AD carry was down. They could have won that.
Ricky Raccoon, please, how many kills are you looking for here? They did manage actually to take down the tower here. Ricky Raccoon, he's just not taking damage. Didn't even have the ultimate. It was without the ultimate. They just focused the tower. Nicely played.
Goodness. So yeah, Steam Pulse got taken out very, very, very quickly by Wilbo using the Unleashed power. So technically they should have won the fight, but I think no one touched Rigid in the fight for a really long time and underestimated his damage potential. He does have that Catalyst and he does have that blasting one, so he's not really the tank right now. He's more of a damage threat and was able to kill BTK before he could jump out. I believe it was mid-rocket jump, so almost. But yeah, Rigid coming up big in that fight, even though they did start it off pretty badly.
Yeah, picking up a couple of kills there, even with the flank there from Connex. I mean, I really thought Hello were going to take that team fight. They had fantastic positioning. and just couldn't quite pull it off here. The zone away, and despite losing Steam Pulse early as well, you have to remember, they lost that extremely early. Steam Pulse throws down the culling. It's not going to quite be enough to steal the blue buff. It's a good attempt, though.
That was
5
a
points
pretty
for
nice
trying.
try. Still trying to deny the enemy jungler, even when you're an AD carry by yourself. I mean, that's guts, if anything. I'll give him credit. Cage just picking up a nice little blue buff. Malzahar does have some mana problems early, but that blue buff will definitely make up for it, and the spam ability from the CDR will pretty much just make his wave clear very, very effective with that pull.
Oh, indeed. Alright. Clearing away the camps, interestingly behind in CS compared to Prawnstar. Not often you see a Kha'Zix as having that much trouble playing it thrown over the wall there by Wilbo.
Not having any of that.
She'll pick up what she wants. I don't want that in my lane.
I don't want your filthy Zyra plants.
Definitely not.
Not having any
Not
of
the
that.
thing she wants to get. Prawnstar clears away a few more wards here. The ward coverage, I'm really liking it here from Ascendant. Not as much for Hello. They've only got a few out, and that's part of what is turning this game.
Definitely. If you look, Ascended have 3 pinks on the map, only out of a possible 5, so... And then Hello don't have any.
Well, Conix actually does go aggressive here. Pops the Dragon's Descent in onto Rigid. Rigid's trying to bait him out. Prawnstar, though, shows up. So, I guess burning it because, hey, man, I got Fury. Why not go aggressive? Ricky Raccoon looking to help him out a little bit here. Prawnstar does actually get pulverized. Will he get headbutted as well? Yes, he does. It's a tower shot. Pops down the Vengeful Maelstrom here. We're going to have a tank-on-tank fight here up on this top lane. No one has damage. Everyone's trying, though. Rigid gets the slowdown from that barrel toss, so it's probably going to be enough here. They do try and turn around. Prawnstar goes aggressive onto Conix. They're fantastic 2-man body slam from Rigid. They go aggressive onto Prawnstar, and here's someone with damage. Wilbo comes in, gets knocked backwards from the explosive cast. Not going to be enough. Exhaust does go down onto Rigid. Probably won't be enough, but a kill is picked up. Wilbo takes that one away, says, hey guys, I mean, I know you've just been slapping each other. I'm going to come in here with some real damage. Throw that down.
Just don't mind me. I actually do damage to other people instead of basically autoing them down over and over. The good old top lane fights, everyone loves them. You do about 10 damage to someone with 5k health. It's pretty fantastic. Steam Pulse. Trying to push down this turret. Doesn't have a lot of mana, so does have to be pretty careful, but should be okay.
Still 2 towers to 1 in favor of Ascendant.
Yeah.
Have some nice map pressure. Chamberlain does miss that pink ward in the brush. Won't be able to clear that one away.
Maybe.
A few clears coming out here, though. Conix is still in this bottom lane, but the top tower is getting pressured by Rigid. He has the teleport available as well, so he can come down for this fight if he needs to.
Dragon is up in 6
does.
seconds.
Yeah, 6
however.
seconds. It's getting very, very close. Can this top tower go down in time, though? He's deciding to back into a bush. Wants to be ready for it. We'll have to see if Hello do decide to just give up this dragon. They're not really in a position to contest it. Conix does have the teleport available now, though.
Yeah, just trying to roam up. Maybe Ascended are looking for a quick rush Baron, but they don't quite have the vision control or the grouping to do it. BTK is backing, so if Ascended find out, this might be a Dragon Con.
It could be. They're looking to contest this one. They're getting the Vengeful Maelstrom available there. We're seeing the walk in from Rigid. He's going to be walking towards this dragon, so he'll have the teleport. Conix is here, though, as well. Had to blow the teleport to get down here. They're trying to zone them away from the Baron from the looks of things. The culling is going out. Will Prawnstar look for the engage? No, he won't. Just going to try and poke them off. They really want the better positioning here, and they do have the ward coverage to be able to do that. The zone coming out here from Chainmail and Cage is quite good. The Dragon's still getting taken down here. Ricky Raccoon, though, pops the ultimate and goes very, very aggressive here. They're looking for the barrier, so will they get it? Yes, they will. Maybe no. Does get outsmited there. Prawnstar takes this one, and the fight does continue. Prawnstar taking very, very low. Conix flashes out from this one. Ricky Raccoon, a little bit too deep, but Wilbo is still alive in the backlines. Will he get the nuke down? Yes, he will. Steam Pulse does go down. Rigid is in this fight now, though. He might turn around. Conix gets another kill with the Flame Breath, but he's going to have to back away. Will he die? To the most of the visions, I'm not sure. He's taking damage. He's alive, though. He will walk away from this through 2 tower shots. Survives.
No, he lives.
Gets out of there. Very, very close. Virtually no health, but the fight definitely going in the favor of Ascendant there. They do walk away with 2 members, as well as getting the Baron there. Prawnstar with the superior smite.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I think Lyrax may have panicked. or something. I don't know. They seem to have control of it. Then Prawnstar managed to go in there, sneak it. Mid-turret will go down for that fight. It was a very interesting fight because BTK got zoned out straight away because he lost a bunch of health and then Stragglethorn was hit. So he had to run away. He had to flash over the wall, I believe. However, when everyone started to come low, he came back. But there was a ward, and just as Chanimore went down on that Zyra, saw the Tristana coming back in, sniped her with the passive, and basically secured the fight right there. It could have been really, really, really different if BTK managed to come back into the fight and clean up.
Definitely could have been. These two teams still very, very close. They were Ascendant considerably ahead on gold. 2 dragons in their favor. Larynx with none.
Yeah.
It's trying hard though. Trying to get something out of this one. They do at least have the timer on this dragon, so they'll be able to contest the next one. Are a few towers down.
At least he's keeping up in levels. I mean, I suppose that's something. Like, when you have about as start as he did, it's pretty impressive to keep levels with the enemy jungler, who has, quite frankly, just done so much more than you and has participated in 8 more kills, I believe. No, 7 more kills than you, so that's pretty impressive.
Going aggressive there onto the minions. Really does want to clear them out. Try and keep his tower alive here. Steam Pulse, interesting builds. Blade of the Ruined King. Oh, but that's not even going to matter here. Konnick's going to get bursted down here. Tries to go aggressive on Prawnstar. Does actually walk away from this one. He will survive. And the tower defense continues for Hello. They don't really want to give up any objectives here. Konnick's, he's walking away on 1 bar of health consistently.
That was pretty impressive. I have no idea how he managed to live through that. I think he popped a pot and it was just enough, and probably the Alistair heal as well. So that was pretty impressive that he managed to live through that. The culling just hitting the minions, trying to weave it through, but not quite. Steam Pulse. Going for the pretty normal build that we see on Lucians nowadays. The Blade of the Ruined King into Ghostblade, the active on Ghostblade. Working very, very well with the culling. You get attack speed, so your culling does more damage, it fires more shots, and you get 20 armor pen, which works very, very well against squishies. The Blade of the Ruined King, ever since the Bloodthirster nerf, has just been the better item for Lucian.
Oh, but Konnick is actually going to be going aggressive here. He doesn't have the Dragon Stand available just yet. And in the backline, Zyrox gets absolutely destroyed here from Cage. And the turnaround is going to be very, very real here from Ascendant. They're going to absolutely destroy here. Steam Pulse, he's still alive in the backhand side of things. Raccoon's going to go down. Konnick's going to go down. Triple kill there for Rigid. Too much for Hello to deal with. Ascendant, they're just, so far, they're just miles in front in these team fights.
Just, what is it now, at 12k gold lead? They're probably going to do Baron off of this. I believe they can do it. They have the time. Lerax is the same. Oh, actually is a level down on Prawnstar, but the amount of damage that Ascendant have right now, I think if Lerax even tried to take the Baron, won't even be close, won't even attempt it. He's just gonna run bot lane just to try clear that wave out. This will be Baron after they get it down. There it is.
Yeah, Baron is secure there for Ascendant, and now they really can start their tower pressure in full effect. I'm going to be backing. Going to ping up a few more items.
Let's see what they decide to grab here. We have Maokai Jungle has a Sightstone, funny enough, and a Locket. Sightstone is quite a common pick, or sort of common pick, on supporty junglers, because as a supportive jungler, you tend to want to ward up either your own jungle to protect yourself, or you want to ward up their jungle, and you want to use your team's advantage even more and pick off people. So Sightstone on a supportive jungler who tends to want to ward a lot anyway has become quite a popular pick lately. If you compare that to Lerax, who has an Elder Lizard and CDR boots, I think if Lerax wants to be useful this game, his next item might have to be tanky.
Yeah, the team up here for Hello just hasn't really been paying off for this one. They do have the potential to, to get picks if Raccoon gets a nice headbutt in, but they just don't have the damage output to do that anymore. BTK, he's far behind, doesn't have the CS, doesn't have the kills that Steam Pulse does. Not even close. I mean, he's getting closer to the Infinity Edge now, but still quite a way off this, whereas Steam Pulse's dueling capacity is absolutely ridiculous. Tower's going to be pressured here. The back from Konnick is going to come in. We see the engage. We can take a bit of damage. 3-man pulverize there from Rika Raccoon. Does pop the ultimate as well. Going to be starting to tank up that culling in the backline. Stranglethorns for the disengage will be quite nice. Wilbo snipes out Chanimore. Definitely the advantage going over to Hello. Can they hold onto their tower? No, Larynx does get jumped on. He gets absolutely shut down here. Rigid absolute powerhouse on this this Gragas. Connex gets away from this one. Flash for the body slam there for Rigid, and this tower is just going to be pressured down. Ascendant, they're just too far ahead.
Yeah, I think the gold lead is working incredibly in their favor. The mid-game power spike that they are supposed to have as the champions that they're playing is just amplified so incredibly by the 14k gold lead at this point. And I think that if Hello really want to win this game, and they really want to somehow pull it out, they're gonna have to wait to 45 plus minutes, because at least then the gold lead percentage-wise won't be that much of a burden, and some of their damage can actually become damage, because right now a lot of their champions aren't really doing anything. I think the only person that has damage in these fights is Wilbo, personally.
Stimbles does find out. Larynx there, his jungle is not his own anymore. Does get trapped away though from Wilbo. He really wants that blue buff.
Not having any
The
of
blue
that.
buff is very, very
no.
far from home.
No.
He's running back at max speed though. The massive speed boost for that blue buff.
Oh my
Hardcore.
God.
He wanted to get home. Didn't get home though.
What's
I'm not sure he
happening
managed
to
to
that?
get that. I think it might have been Prawn Star.
It was. He just managed to smite it as it ran by. That blue buff. He was legging it. He was not having any of that. He was scared shitless. Oh my god, what a disheartening move to see. Even the game doesn't give you objectives anymore at that point. Oh god. Okay. 16k gold lead for Ascended. Hello don't have much in terms of defending against the tower dive. So towers are going to be a problem for them.
Yeah, they don't really have a way to defend these towers at this point. They're just too far behind in gold.